But the big trigger that caused Fred to really freak out was probably hearing the doorbell over and over and over, and overwhelmed with all these people that came into the house. So dogs, the best way to help a dog get over something that's fearful is a technique that's called counterconditioning. Where is your doorbell? The actual, where it is
Down the hallway.
From. Okay.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is, first of all, you're going to have to get him using these treats. An apple could also work if he will nibble on it. So what I would do is get yourself, cut a slice of apple lengthwise, so you have a long one, and hold it kind of like a push pop. So you're going to hold it like this, but you want to have one that's about that long, and let him kind of nibble on it, take a little piece of it. You might have to hold it like here, and then just gradually extend it, as he's chewing it on. And the idea is you want to do this when you're home and there's no stress. It's just you and him. He's happy and comfortable as a clam. And then basically he's just going to get used to, when you hold that, I just nibble it, and then I get more, and I nibble it, and I nibble it, and eat the whole thing. Then what I'd have you do is bring over, all right, let's readjust you here, buddy. There we go. Yeah, I know. What I would do is have one of your friends come over. Now, when you do counterconditioning, what counterconditioning is basically exposing the subject to the stimulus, in this case the doorbell, in a controlled situation. So we're going to use a leash to prevent him from running away. And we're going to do it in a low-level stimulation. That's why I was asking where it is. So it's down the hallway. You might want to do it like right outside your back door, or like the far corner, or maybe downstairs, so he can hear it, but it's not super loud. So what you want to do is, first you get your dog used to taking either the tricky trainers or the apple or whatever it is, so that you can get him used to taking that. Then you have a friend come over, and have your friend call you on the phone. So once your friend comes over, you put him on the leash and you take him as far away from the doorbell as you can. There we go. And then you say now. Well, before you say now, you're going to let him start nibbling. Once he starts nibbling, then you're going to have your phone on speaker. Just put it on the phone and just say ring or now. And you're going to change the word. You don't want to constantly say ring, because eventually he's going to associate ring with the ringing of the doorbell. So maybe you say now once, you say one, whatever, the first sound I say, you ring the doorbell. That might be a better one, and just come up with a different word. So as soon as she hears it, she hears ding dong. But you're giving him the treat before he hears it, just like you're starting out about a second before it happens. And then while it's dinging, he's chewing on the treat. Now he's probably going to stop and startle when he does the first time. This is why you use the leash and keep it short so he can't run away. And then basically you want to keep on doing that until he can hear the doorbell ring and he doesn't want to run away. Then what we do is you gradually move like one step closer to wherever the doorbell is, but keep on practicing at that one step until he is able to take it okay and he continues to eat it. So what we're looking to do, that's a good sign. A yawn is a sign of relaxing. So what we want to do is basically keep on ringing the doorbell, not ding, 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 but ring it while he's chewing on the treat, and then we have a pause. Now, as soon as the doorbell stops, you pull the item away. Give him a second to recalibrate. Let him start chewing, ring it, and then they ring the doorbell. So he starts getting a positive reinforcer at the same time he hears the stimulus that right now is a negative for him. Now you're going to gradually move him closer and closer. Now the two litmus tests I usually use is, can I get the dog to sit? Sorry, buddy. And can I get him to take a treat? If you have a struggle getting him to sit, or if you put the treat in and he's looking around it, you're probably too close to the stimulus. So you keep on increasing the distance until he can sit and eat the treat at the same time. So when you're doing it before you start counterconditioning in the house, make sure he's sitting when you're eating it. And make sure he's on a leash so he's used to that whole routine. And then eventually you're going to get closer and closer to the doorbell, and he is going to not be as reactive as it gets louder and louder, and then he creates a positive association. When the doorbell rings, I get these high-value treats that I don't get any other time. Can we actually get Halloween here faster so that I can hear a whole lot of ringing, because I get that. Now, if you can, Halloween can be tough, especially for a teacher, but if you can get a friend that can come over, and then basically, I was going to say for Halloween, but really what you want to do is keep on repping it so your friend comes over and tells you ahead of time. Now do it, eventually we get to the point where the doorbell is no longer a trigger. You want to practice it sitting here, sitting there, in different places. Maybe you have him here like this. Sorry, buddy, I keep forgetting not to touch you. But when I do touch him, I'm leaving my hand here, because if I retract it and touch him again, then it's more of a startle. If I touch him and leave it here, he learns to process a little bit better. But counterconditioning will fix the problem permanently if you do it right. But remember, when he gets to the point, like right now, he wants to move away, or if he doesn't want to take the treat, at that point, finish on a successful and always end on a good one, and then just your friend wouldn't even come inside because that would be too traumatic for him. So you're gonna have to get a good friend or buy them some Starbucks treats, gift certificates or whatever it is. Then your friend goes away, give him a chance to relax. And then try to distract him. Try to roll the ball. Try to play with him immediately afterwards. So he has this. It's gonna be a little bit stressful for him to deal with. But afterwards, I get a special play time with my guardian. You know, so maybe you do a scent game where you take one of the treats and rub it back and forth on the carpet, and then go around the corner of a wall or something like that. So he smells it, goes around, and then he has a positive treat at the end of it. Scent games are, and something you might want to Google, those are good ways for him to get using his nose and moving forward, so he's using more dog senses. But counter conditioning, if you do it a little bit, and the key is if you have a neighbor that can help, it be even the best because it's their convenience. You want to try to do it every day and gradually get closer and closer, and eventually you can get to the point where you're having somebody go ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, and he's looking at it but not like wanting to scooch like he is now. Sorry, buddy. So that's our little synopsis on counter conditioning.